Um, Hello, and hi guys, welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. I do not know where to begin. It's honestly heartbreaking. Yeah, it is it is what it is. It is what it is, right? The stream won't be for too long. It'll be maximum for like uh 20 would be maximum for like 30 minutes. And yeah. For all the concurrent viewers out there who want to like hop on stream, definitely let me know. I would add you and maybe you could voice your opinions. Let me add one of the panelists who have turned up in spite of the result. Uh, hey Salman, how are you?
I
Yeah, disappointing, but
I don't know. I'm not like sad for the performance. I think the
mm,
boys like they tried did the best. I honestly
mm,
think it was just that one moment. That's all. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like PSG didn't completely dominate
But
us
no. But
also.
honestly, I will
Uh,
say we should have been
uh,
two nil down or 3-0 down going into
ha,
this
ha, ha. For sure.
because
It felt like that, yeah.
Barcola and Maramos both should have scored. Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Like,
yeah, I think honestly, like first reaction, I think we are. It's gonna be. I think we are gone. I don't see us overturning the deficit in the second leg.
you, you
Yeah,
think so?
yeah. Because
Okay.
if you notice today's game, also when we opened up the game, they started getting more chances. Yeah,
Hmm.
and we need to score at least two for them for it, and hope they don't score even one at their
True.
home.
True.
So
Hmm.
if we scored one, it would have been much better. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not like I'm disappointed for the result, but I'm not like, oh, we played so bad. Yeah,
Mm.
like I think what I think just that one more. It's such a low quality chance also. Like it's like yeah,
Hmm.
it's not like I think Dembele won't score that 9 out of 10 times. Yeah,
Yeah, it like everything had to like factor in for
and it
that
like it
ball to
didn't
go
even
in,
hit
you know.
anyone in on the way also.
Ha
Yeah,
ha ha
it
ha.
went through the
It was
whole body. So
exactly. Like you could uh, you know what, you have a comment. Yeah, of course. Oi Naveen Prasad. Uh,
I don't really think that. I mean, is he talking about Arsenal or is he talking about PSG? I don't know, but
I think he meant Arsenal because
I
he would obviously support PSG because of the fact Luis Enrique manages PSG. At least that's what I think.
PSG, honestly, PSG until we
Mm,
opened up the game, they didn't do that much thing.
mm,
Like they didn't
mm,
do that much. But since we opened up the game last 15 minutes, they got chances. Yeah.
mm.
I don't know. I think it's going to be very difficult going away.
Nah, fuck PSG. Okay. Okay. Huh, yeah.
But yeah, I think it's like it's a bit disappointing. Also, I would like to say I think Arteta was very very bad today. Like in terms of not the tactics, but the just being so
Aggressive. Huh.
fidgety on the sideline. I don't agree
Mm-hmm.
with that. I think the manager
Mm-hmm.
should be the most calm guy on the touchline. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he helped in that way. Yeah, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if others
Okay.
will agree or not, but I feel that. I mean, look at Enrique on the other side. He was so like he was on his seat most of the time and just letting the
Mm.
game play out.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we'll see. I'm not going to say there's no chance because there's always a chance, but it's going to be very difficult going there and winning. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
winning by a two-goal margin that too. So yeah, so
I can't believe I'm saying this, but the fact that Thomas Partey was not there is quite visible on how bad we were in the midfield.
but
Because
honestly, like honestly, I didn't. Except for the first 20 minutes, I didn't feel like that we were that bad in midfield. To be very honest with you, I
mm,
don't even think that we played bad. Like I just
mm,
think
mm,
honestly, like Martinelli and Trossard should score. I don't. I know
yeah,
Donnaruma's saves were good, but
mm,
like you got to finish that. If like if you flip the situation and you put Dembele or you put Yamal or you put even Saka in our team in that position, like they'll score
mm,
those chances. So like
mm, mm, mm.
so you got to take those moments. Yeah,
Yeah.
I still feel I still feel Martinelli especially should score that chance. Given it's
Uh,
his trademark finish and he just had to put it aerial. Like
mm, mm,
like I feel Trossard, like because of the save, if you see the Trossard save, it was
mm,
fingertip. So basically he put it in the corner and
mm,
like he had to pull off an incredible save. But the
mm.
Donnarumma, the Martinelli save was he had to stretch, but it wasn't so in the corner also. Like yeah,
True, true,
so
true.
if at least he should have gone aerially. But yeah, it's like yeah, it's just ifs and buts to be honest. Yeah,
Mm, 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 mm.
and the goal to be honest, naked eye it looked onside to me. Yeah, but I
Which
don't know.
one? Which one?
The goal we scored, it looked onside
Uh-huh.
in the
See,
naked eye.
at least from the angle that they showed, it looked onside, but definitely when they
Yeah,
do line
obviously,
up
yeah,
the
he knows it's
video.
offside, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that would have
Mm,
changed the match a lot.
mm.
But, yeah.
Hey, Arush, welcome. In spite of disappointment, welcome to the stream. But
Yo,
yeah,
yo, yo.
Let's see.
can you hear?
Can you
Can
hear
you hear
me?
us? Yeah, we can, we can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we can, we can.
What a game, bro.
It was so intense though.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
huh.
have you covered as of now, but what do you all think
Mm.
of the game?
I
I
mean, I
think we
just
missed
said
Thomas
that.
Partey, and I think the Dembele goal was like such. I mean, everything had to like fit in. It didn't like it didn't hit
Typical.
anyone going in. It like it was spinning out. So if it hit anywhere on like somewhere little near the inner side of the pole, it would spin inside. Like everything like was yeah, it was just written for them for that
Yeah,
ball to go in. You just couldn't. You just couldn't.
Well,
I think
I think we did fairly well to actually come back into the game firstly. Then the
Mm-hmm.
domination we had, we should have at least put the game to bed, at least
Mm,
through one of the chances, half chances that we had. Okay, fair play to Donnarumma to save those chances, but our players,
mm,
like if you consider your wingers to be X factor, you're supposed to be
mm.
scoring these chances,
that's exactly
Uh-huh.
and
what I
that's
said.
exactly what we missed. And um, I think in terms of control, majority of our control got wasted because
Oh.
we couldn't manage to make that decisive action in the final third.
Mm,
I
mm-hmm.
think. And Saka cutting in and coming towards goal from the right
Uh,
side was great in the
uh,
first half majorly. In
But
the second half, they just doubled up throughout and
yeah,
they
I have
got the
to say
better of it.
Enrique really stood up
What a
and
coach.
neutralized Saka in the second half.
mm, mm-hmm.
Saka was basically a non-factor in the second half. Yeah,
Dude,
I just want to go see the
Enrique,
stats.
Enrique had P Enrique had his players had four of his players mark Saka. Four, not one, four of his players. My God, it was yeah.
this
I
is
don't
where
know what
this
is.
is where this is the kind of game where you need Havertz to win the second balls. Yeah,
And I kid you not, dude. Like I think for the first time, whenever we won a duel, the ball would fall to a PSG player. Like it just went to a PSG player. Like
I think it was
Bro,
one of those days I feel for us. Yeah,
PSG's midfield, man. How fucking fluid is it? How fucking
oh,
fluid everyone in their roles, man. Joao Neves,
yes.
Neves was
Uh,
splitting.
that guy, the
mm,
amount of tackles, the amount of anticipations he's had throughout the
mm,
game was just
mm-hmm.
insane. Like you'd see
True,
that
true, true.
close call to the penalty for the
Uh,
Merino one, then
Yeah,
the
yeah, that was
mm-hmm.
chances he
awesome
had
tackle.
for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bukayo Saka and stuff like that, bro. Respect has
Mm.
increased for that Portugal dude, bro.
Like I can't even hate on the PSG performance because it was like
There's no need to hate, man.
See,
They did
as
good.
I've been saying this
They
like from
ran.
the every stream, like Champions League is all about moments. Like both the teams played really good, but PSG
hmm,
took the moment and we didn't. Yeah,
it was just there, dude. Like whatever happened, I think PSG had it in them to win it because I you see I know Martinelli had a chance and all that, but it was I don't know, man.
Man, at this point of time, I don't think we can pinpoint any performance, any guys, any
yeah,
role
that's what
that they've done.
it
We
was.
have to back the players because the fact that we're going to go with the same crop of players for the next leg is just that. We don't have anything else
Hmm,
in
hmm,
terms of something that's going to come back apart from a party, which I think
hmm,
is going to be a big game changer. Why?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Merino goes up top.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Trossard from midfield, he was given the space which he didn't manage to take.
Mm,
He could have carried a lot. He could have played
mm,
those passes which were very frustrating.
mm,
But I think having Thomas Partey as a normal progressor just from deep actually removes the burden on like
mm,
just attack offensively, like doing something.
mm, mm,
So
mm.
we are lucky that the lead is only 1-0 though. We
Yeah,
are very
that's
lucky.
what that's why I'm not too
Yeah, but
disappointed also that the lead is just 1-0 because in the second leg I'm assuming that Partey would come in and would probably put us in a better position because I can't believe I'm saying that, but Partey was somebody I was like, nah. But we'll take in few comments. We'll take in few comments. Uh, I see Haina need a 100 gorilla versus Odegaard station. What do you?
he was
Very
not good
disappointing.
today. He was
Very
He
very
was
disappointing performance.
very disappointing, though. Very disappointing. I can't begin to tell like how bad he. Yeah, it is what it is. Ball knowledge, AK Vamsi, first time in a really long time. I feel Arteta has got it wrong.
regards
I
Uh,
don't think he's gotten anything wrong.
regarding
What
okay,
has he
okay.
gotten wrong?
Yeah, that's what. Vamsi regarding what though? Like, explain. Should have brought on Tierney at Elvis Skelly in midfield. What?
I agree with the Vaneri for Odegaard substitution should have been much earlier.
Much earlier, huh? Much
Hmm.
earlier. Hmm. But Skelly in
Yeah,
midfield.
I don't really agree with that because
Uh,
Tierney
That's too big of a
Tierney has
risk, man.
lost lot of pace. Like
hmm,
he doesn't have
And
that same.
if you see at the end moment is where we considered majority of the XG that we currently have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hmm,
The
hmm,
Gonzalo Ramos chance and the Barcola chance alone have
uh,
upped their XG from 0.35 to a 1.17, what I'm reading now.
Yeah, that's what I
1.14.
before you came. That's
let,
what I
let,
said that
let me share the screen. Maybe we might
as
have
soon
it.
as we
Huh.
opened the game, they started
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah. At full
Yep,
time, as per
1.23.
XG philosophy, yeah. 1.23 PSG, 1 point, bro.
But to be honest, that their chances were so much more like scoreable. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Ah, huh,
fair. They had more
huh,
clear-cut chances, yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
And I think
fair
David
enough.
Raya kept us in the game, at least in the first half, with some of
Uh,
his
huh,
saves.
yeah, yeah. So, uh, Mr. Sarvin, welcome to the stream. I think this is the first time you've been on stream. Welcome. He says, I remember West Ham game, we went down 1-0 and didn't score in that game too. This team can't go behind. Oh, okay.
We've
Well,
seen this scenario a lot of times, at least in the
uh,
last 2 seasons.
mm.
This somewhat felt like the Inter game, you know.
for
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But
In that game
go
we
on
were
solo.
just crossing. In
Hmm,
that game we were just crossing. This game we
hmm,
had something other than crossing actually.
For me, it
hmm.
felt like the Bayern game in reverse. In reverse, like they scored, and
Yeah.
then after that we played our game, but we were not able to score like Bayern. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
When the
like
game was going on, I could pan a situation of a Liverpool fan coming next to me, holding me, and he's like, "Oh, you're going through this. We've been through this." And then it's
Ah.
just that Arsenal are actually attacking more in this
Hmm.
scenario
Hmm.
compared to the
Hmm.
first leg game they had against PSG.
that's what
True.
they say about the game. Like the first leg they played with Liverpool, it was a
Hmm.
similar kind of performance.
Hmm.
If not better, PSG were much better, and then
Hmm.
you have like a Salah and like to create a chance out of nothing.
Hmm. Hmm. But okay, you know what? I will go to the rest of the comments and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll bring up here. Rusty says, "Boys, I'm falling out of love with our captain." I trust me, bro. I can see why. I can see why. I can see why you shouldn't, but I can see why. Because when things were not happening anywhere in our front three, we needed our captain to step up. Some of the balls that he has put in through, it is too heavy or too light. It didn't.
Final ball.
Yeah, the
Even his
final ball.
crossing was
Yes.
disappointing for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Some of his cross.
If
even from
if you
free
know
kicks.
if you know that Donnarumma, if you're
Uh,
in swinging across from that angle, it is obvious that Donnarumma just has to make 2 steps forward and catch the ball. That's
huh.
as
Huh.
simple. For a keeper who's six
Exactly.
foot six or something, that
Hmm.
is way too easy for him to judge. And
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
what
Hmm.
we've been just trying to
Even our
do.
set piece deliveries were disappointing today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
One
the
set
set
piece.
piece we scored, that was a good one. But then
Hmm.
okay, we were offside
Hmm. Hmm.
by a
Hmm.
margin. But
True. Um, yeah. Zulu. Hey, Zulu. I think we've seen you last time, but welcome back. No, last to last time, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Even if we win 1-0 or 2-1 in Paris, I'm not confident on penalties. Raya jumps too early, as we saw against Manchester United in the FA Cup. And Donnarumma is really good at penalties. Need to win by 2 goals.
I'm
We
not
want to
sure
kill the
about
game
that.
before penalties, man.
Yeah.
First of all, getting to penalties is going to be one thing,
Uh, uh,
and then other than that, I don't think like Raya has played one penalty shootout in the Champions League, which he was good at, and then he
mm,
had one in the FA Cup he was bad at. So it's like one
mm,
right now. So I can't say that
mm.
he's going to be bad for sure in the
He
penalties.
True.
played
True.
versus Porto last season, no?
Yeah, he saved the two
Ah,
penalties.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. After Porto, I think he's talking with the
Mm.
Porto one. He's talking penalties, but
Yeah.
yeah. There are 14 concurrent viewers. Welcome. I
Wow.
think you guys want to
Wow.
shit on us, or yeah, but welcome. I hope you guys are subscribed, and yeah, we'll be here for a while. So do bring in your opinions as well. We're discussing it all. Keep subscribing. That is also another plus point to all of you guys showing up. Ball
I'm
knowledge.
just
Yeah, go on, go on.
I'm just noticing that Trossard left the game with a 5.8 rating on Footmore.
Hmm. Hmm. We can talk about individual players, but that's what. Let me take up all the comments and then we'll talk about individual performances because I have some questionable ones. But yeah, Donnarumma is bad against crosses and constant crosses with Merino at 9. We might have scored. MLS was anyway in midfield most of the time. We had to take risks today. Ah,
Uh, I don't. I
okay.
I I agree with some of the points. Like Merino being at 9, I
Hmm.
could have seen that working, and I would have maybe pushed someone into midfield. But
Hmm.
I feel Miles at left back really helps us like play the game. Like so,
I was surprised that Merino was played in the midfield and not Trossard. Like
I
I know
thought
Merino.
even I thought he
uh,
would try that. Even I
Yeah,
thought he
same
would
because
put.
yeah, because yesterday we literally discussed that if we have Merino playing as that false nine position and Trossard making the third man runs, it would definitely help. But it was completed.
At
Yeah.
some point, I really wanted to see Zini today. It was the kind of game where you need to break the lines of PSG once.
Mm-hmm. But
I
who
guess
would they come
just
on for?
because of the fact that he's prone to mistakes, I think he didn't play.
Huh?
Yeah,
True, true, true.
but
Rusty says haven't seen Timber get cooked like oh bro, oh my God. Today, yeah, let's not
I don't
deny.
honestly agree with that. I don't think he got cooked. Yeah, I think
I
he
mean,
just I think
dribbled
he,
past at least twice or thrice that I
he
remember.
got
Uh,
dribbled past, but like I mean the kind of dribblers they have, like it's
Yeah, fair
insane.
enough for it. Fair.
I think
I
he
mean,
didn't like get
nothing serious
exposed
happened from those dribbles,
exactly,
but
mm-hmm,
just saying.
mm-hmm,
and especially aerially also, and even one-to-one duels, he was pretty good. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
mm-hmm. Uh, Kiran Kumar says. Lol, dog shit performance just said.
Wasn't a dog shit performance. Who won't say it? That's simple.
It was dog shit finishing. We'll say that it was dog shit finishing. I'll just say that because PSG didn't create any clear-cut chances to like score because the Dembele goal was out of the blue. It had a lot of factors in it. Fair play to Dembele. Let's not take that away from him. Fair play to him. It was a good goal. The Desiree Doué shot was I think was the most clear-cut chance that they had, which Raya saved, and beyond that they didn't create anything. I can't
In the
find like
first half. Second half,
in
they
the
did
fun.
good.
Till the end of the
Hmm,
game when Barcola had,
Barcola's chance was enough to
hmm.
like kill the game off.
I
True,
thought
true,
so
true.
when he shot. Yeah,
Hmm, 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 hmm.
just
We're
trickled.
quite lucky, bro. We're quite lucky.
Yeah, yeah. Mr. Sarvin says Saka already had a nightmare against Donnarumma and Euro.
I
Yeah,
Saka is the
think
man
I
of
think Saka is
remonjadas.
different player and Donnarumma is different player now. Yeah, both are different. Yeah.
But you know the fact that Donnarumma has pulled off this performance against us now, when we've
mm,
spoken of him having the season that he's had, and
mm,
now he's
mm.
coming into this game and performing so well.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Rashi says MLS, what a performance. We were clueless at times. Will be a very different game what? Next
Next
season?
leg, probably.
Okay. I think even next slide, but okay. Extremely lucky. It's only 1-0. True. Sometimes something to play for.
Something to play
Still
for.
don't know how we are getting past their press.
Their press was insane.
Yeah, today they were on it, man. What we can talk about like the crazy lucky finish and all of that, but trust me, oof, my God, they were all over our midfield, all over our midfield. Right? Dude, Rice was almost invincible. I mean, not invincible, invisible most of the time. It was just like what? Like our midfield was
He also
non-existent.
had to cover for two players at the same time. And
Hmm.
because they had runners, that made it
Hmm.
difficult for us. And then
Uh,
we ended up doing the same thing to them. We tried carrying the ball, and their midfield was absolutely ran past.
hmm,
And which
hmm,
I
hmm,
think
hmm.
we could have done even more
I
from
think
Yep.
the
MLS
only good
converting more.
period like we had in that match was the period from 20 minutes to the 45 minutes. Like
Ha ha
Yeah.
ha.
that period was the time we had to score, because second
True.
half, honestly, we didn't like, except for the Trossard chance, we didn't like do much.
Hmm,
Yeah,
Yeah.
hmm, hmm. That halftime came good for PSG because we were
yeah,
honestly starting to pepper PSG and but yeah. Gary, oh yeah, of course Gary is right here. Yeah. And freaking almost 3 a.m. IST, Gary bro is always here. Welcome Gary, how are you? Worst player on the pitch today, Odegaard. Fair enough. Fair
yeah.
enough. Jao Neves, what a bro, what a player, what a player. True, true. First 20 minutes is important. We didn't settle well. Yeah, first 20 minutes costed us the game.
I
Not
think the
not just
We
the
guys
goal,
didn't
but in
turn
terms
didn't
of
up.
confidence.
they
Yeah, we
didn't
didn't
feel
turn up.
hyped up. Like they were too like, I don't know what to say. Like
Hmm.
they didn't. I think they were just in that shock feeling. Like when PSG
Uh,
scored, they were
hmm.
just shocked, and then they didn't get out of it for a long time, like for that like
Hmm. Hmm.
15
Hmm.
minutes, and
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
slowly we started playing our game. Yeah,
Hmm. One good cross and he scores unlucky offside. We had to take risks today, maybe at least from minute 70. Seeing the Norwegian Bissouma plays kill. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I knew this
Norwegian
was
Bissouma.
coming. That's why I was sad for Odegaard. But yeah, he
Yeah.
today he can't be like,
That's an Arteta. I think Ethan Venere should have come on at least, but why 90? Bring him on at least in the 80th minute. No, not 80th, 80, in 80 or 75th minute, man.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I know he's the captain. I know he's important for functioning of the team and everything, but you were defensively all right. We just needed somebody
Mm.
to be that X factor in the midfield to do something.
There
And
was,
yeah.
you know what is the difference? There was no one in our team to like take
Hmm.
on two, three guys. Like, you know,
Ah.
like you saw Quara, he was just trying to dribble past two guys, like,
Hmm.
or three
Hmm.
guys. We like naturally Saka is not that kind of player. Like he dribbles well, but he's not like he'll just skip past two, three. Even
Hmm.
though he
Hmm.
tried his best today, Martinelli is not
Hmm.
that player. Only player in
Hmm.
our team who can actually do that is Nwaneri. It's funnily enough, like who can
Hmm.
at least dribble past some people.
Ah,
He
ah,
was
ah.
not bought on for some time, for a long
I
time.
think Martinelli could have taken advantage of Hakimi
Hakim is yellow
much
card,
more,
huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and yellow
yeah.
card as well, because Hakimi,
Hmm.
if you see his average position, also I just checked it, it was much
Hmm.
higher.
Huh.
And
Huh.
Hakimi ended up losing 10 duels in this game whilst being
Hmm.
on a yellow card.
Yep, 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 yep,
So
yep.
Martinelli, I think if he'd even taken on more of Hakimi, at least from driving him through like the
Hmm.
central zones and like actually
Hmm.
combining with like Merino or something, I think we
Hmm.
could have taken more
I
advantage.
think the left-sided attackers were very poor today. Yeah, Trossard and
Huh.
Martin. I
Prasad Martinelli.
because I personally feel Merino was having a good game. Like he was like trying to
Hmm.
like link the play, but those guys were not doing
Hmm.
anything after getting the ball.
True. Hmm. Rashi says Trossard isn't the one you want to start here. He's a great squad player, but he has reached his ceiling, and I don't see him breaking past it. Need to be ready to die next game. All or nothing. Good night. Uh, all or nothing. Good night, Rashi. We'll definitely see you tomorrow, where we hope to stream with a much calmer mind, with better
Level-headed
yeah,
analysis.
level-headed analysis. That is what. Yeah. Vamsi, I do still believe you will win the tie. I have too many things to say against 3, 4 players. Once season is done, I'm ripping them. Fair play, fair play. Saka had a good game. He's the heartbeat. We won't be accepting it.
We didn't slander.
Dude,
I think,
at a point, Saka was playing centrally. Do you guys
yeah,
realize yeah, Saka was playing centrally and a
Yeah,
right wing
because he was
was
marked out of the game. Yeah,
Gillian, oh, okay. You guys say Dembele would have missed that goal 9 out of 10 times. Guess what? It doesn't matter. Games, games. That's what you said.
And that's
This
what
is
we said. Like,
Oh,
No,
Fino.
but
dude,
Oh my God, this guy. Ha ha ha.
yeah, he's our classmate.
Like a classmate from school, classmate from school.
Yeah,
Yeah, Naveen Prasad. Ayo, Fino is here. Yeah, of course.
that's what we said. Like,
are you all
he
having like a college meetup in the comment section currently?
School. Not even college, but school.
School meet.
he scored the goal, but it's like generally like you don't see that goal being scored. That's what we meant. But
Ah,
he scored the goal fair on him. Like that's like we can't
that's what
take
we are
away.
saying. That's what we.
And to be honest, overall, like looking quality of chances, PSG deserve to win. Yeah.
Ah,
So I don't. I'm not even
but
gonna
had
say
we
we deserve to win.
had we scored, it would have been. Yeah, it's all a question of
Can
had
we
we.
also talk about the crowd though? What was the crowd
Ah, that's
like?
what I was like thinking like once we're done taking all the comments, we'll talk about the. I
Yeah.
have so much to say. I have so much. We are still in it. Fair. I still fair. I still. Oh, the Sports Shack. Welcome to this team. Is this the first time you're seeing you? I guess this is
No,
the first time
no,
you're seeing you.
he came last 2, 3 streams ago also. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
think I remember seeing.
Welcome, welcome. Fateh being back, Merino up front, we got this. Inshallah, bro. That is all I hope. Uh, the idea of Trossard is finito, need urgent updates.
I mean,
Uh,
There's no you. There's
again,
the thing is,
Trossard is supposed to be a bench option for this game
yeah,
after all.
these kind of
mm,
arguments or these kind of
Yeah.
debates is like futile at this point of the squad.
mm,
Like
mm,
because we can't upgrade and like yeah, so this is a
mm.
squad we have and we have to do with this for now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, Arteta said he would buy someone if situation arises. Quora was an ultimate market opportunity, massive fumble from the board. Imagine Quora had left wing, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it
me and
was
my friend were
I
literally
could
talking.
have
Me and my roommate were literally talking. Like, this bro was a winter buying for like what 75 million, and I can't believe no team went for him except for PSG. Eh, yeah.
and
Uh,
he's also started to like track back and add that in his game also.
He was winning. He was winning balls in their defense, dude. It was
Yeah.
insane to see. Gautam got another school friend of ours, a senior by the way. I don't know if you remember Salim.
Yeah.
Honestly, that game was
Oh,
boring.
this meetup.
Boring.
I mean, for the neutral, I could
Uh,
understand that fact.
For neutral, I guess it was boring.
It
Yeah.
wasn't like much action.
Mm. Now I think Madrid played very bad against game as Arsenal. We are shit this season.
I you know what his point kind of makes sense in the sense that
Uh,
if Madrid took we gave them two chances in the early in the first leg, like we made mistakes and gave
hmm,
them two chances. If they
hmm,
took those chances, there is a possibility that game can also go that way. Like because
uh,
Madrid were just sat back and let us like play in front of them. But
hmm,
yeah,
hmm,
I that's now that's only ifs and buts. But yeah,
hmm, hmm, hmm.
I think
Uh,
I think the
yeah.
fact that PSG scored too early was the killer for like us.
Hmm,
It
hmm.
just took off the momentum from the crowd and from the team.
Saka literally dribbled two, three players and got a shot away.
Yeah, but
It's just that
I,
Saka dribble doesn't look aesthetic. He's effective. Due was trying flicks and all BS. He lost the.
I
True.
agree with that.
Completely
But
agree. Huh.
the way the ball just sticks to Due's leg is just absolutely insane, man. That guy's got
Hmm.
proper tackers from the streets
Ha.
of Brazil, bro.
If we scored, this game would have been maybe 2-1 or 3-1. Yeah,
That's what because if we score, PSG wouldn't be again like wouldn't like try to like take the sting out of the game. They'll have to like go all out again because that is their style of play, right?
And I
Because
wonder how they would start the game at Parc des Princes
ah
also, bro.
hmm,
Because if we manage to get a goal,
hmm,
they are gonna also go attacking completely. But
for
if they
for
start
sure.
the game with confidence and offensive play, it might
Hmm,
be a long night for us.
hmm, hmm,
I'm
hmm,
just thinking of that.
hmm. Nuno Mendes slipped,
yeah,
dude.
that was
The
horrible.
referee, man, the referee in this game.
Referee was too strict. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, you guys were saying?
the referee
No,
was
we were
too
just talking
strict
about the
with it.
ref.
Yeah,
Bro. Okay, speaking about ref, right? How many more comments? Okay, we have like four other comments. We'll take them and then we talk about because I have like few things. Uh, wait. A 12 for this season games the game Fino.
12-4.
Oh, so Fino is a Madrid fan if I'm not wrong, and Naveen is a Barca fan. So yeah, I think that Barca.
Hmm.
That Mendes foul is, yeah, bro. It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense how that was a foul.
And I was like, as soon as he was falling, I was like, this guy's gonna call the foul, and
Ha ha
I
ha.
was anticipating the idiocracy from like 1 second before. Yeah,
Hmm. This is Vinith. Oh, Anna, you went for, oh yeah, he went for the match again, by the way. He was there at the stadium. Bolnoli said, I think he saw on TV, the crowd was too emotional, but Vinith was there in the stadium. He said, from the match, my voice is gone, but the atmosphere is as nothing compared to Madrid game. It felt
What
like
I
that. It
read,
genuine.
what I read just now as well was when the clock hit 90th minute, there were plenty of fans that left the stadium. Arsenal fans,
Uh-huh.
by the way.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't imagine this for a game, a
that's
semi-final game after
that's
16
really
years
bad.
at the
Mm.
Emirates. That's not
Mm-hmm.
what you'd want to know.
Mm-hmm. Like I fair play to PSG fans because they're always loud in any game that they travel to. But where were our fans?
Honestly,
I
I agree with the point about the fans being our fans are so emotional. Like
mm,
it, it's like the noise was there at the Real Madrid game when we were ahead. Like when we got ahead, they started creating the atmosphere. Like when
mm,
As soon as Rice scored the first goal, it became a
mm,
pressure cooker of environment when we scored.
mm.
But today we
Uh-huh.
needed that environment to create the pressure on PSG, which was not at all there. Yeah,
Mm.
it was
And
like
also for a fact that it could be like reading too much about it now that we're being very critical. But the moment Arteta started to be so emotional on the touchline, I think the
I
crowd also.
I said that in the beginning of the stream.
Uh-huh.
I didn't
Yeah.
like his behavior on the touchline today. Like I feel the
Mm-hmm.
manager should be the most like chill guy on the touchline. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just he was so erratic all
I
the time.
mean, that's just Arteta being animated every time, though.
Yeah,
He's
I know.
never been calm.
Uh-huh.
I just felt
No,
that he should have been the calming factor on the like to the team.
mm.
Like that's what I feel.
Gautam says, yeah, I was neutral for this game given how Luis Enrique has turned PSG around and Arteta doing his bits for Arsenal. I expected more from Arsenal, to be honest. Fair.
Yeah.
Trust me, even as far as we expected so much, but I guess it is some kind of humbling that Arsenal needed before we get into the second leg. But yeah, we'll come to that. Arnav says we didn't play that bad. We missed Partey in the midfield and lacked some luck, all to play for in the second leg. True, true.
Sadly, that's been our story in Champions League. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we don't get that luck.
Let's not go into history. That's been the season. That's been the kind of season overall.
Yeah.
That's been the season. Yeah, they did, especially with number five. Huh? Yeah. Gary says the PSG defended really well in the second half. Luis Enrique is very relaxed with draw. Also, now they got a win. It's a win-win situation for them. Huh. True. Ball knowledge. Last time,
They
yeah.
have nothing to lose.
Hmm. Last time against PSG, I had exams the next day and didn't watch the game. We won 2-0, written like I had the. Oh, oh. Hopefully, hopefully.
Only thing is I don't I'm not. I'm sure we might score 2 goals. Like that's okay, but
Hmm.
honestly, I don't see us keeping this PSG attack quiet to 0 goals. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And someone give Havertz and Gavi the Karate Kid treatment. Yes.
I honestly, even with Gabi, we would have lost 1-0 today. Yeah.
Yeah, because Kivior was not bad. Kivior
Yeah.
was the better.
But
Was the good.
I would say Havertz would have been a much bigger factor
Oh,
today.
such
Yeah.
a big factor. The way he would win all those second
That
balls and
wasn't
all
a
that, bro.
blunder. I think it was so unlucky that he cleared it and it hit the player. Yeah, the Saliba
Uh-huh.
clearance. Yeah,
True, true,
I,
true.
I wouldn't say that's a blunder.
Desiree Due, dude, for
Not
his
from
trick,
today's game. Yeah,
not from today's game, because definitely he lost the ball many times for PSG. I still remember where he brought down the ball doing the Neymar signature move, and then he lost the ball near our box, which is good for us, right? Today, as of game, he has not done well, but as a
yeah.
player, I definitely rate him.
Today, if one player that really made me his fan was like I was obviously his fan, but Quara. Quara was too good.
Quara was
Like
too good.
other than that, honestly, there was no standout performance in PSG as an individual. Joao Neves
Hmm,
maybe, and
hmm.
then other than that, as a team, they were really good,
I think
really solid.
Vitinha will
Yeah,
come to the Arsenal side, but
Vitinha also was.
Vitinha was good. No, I felt he was recycling the ball really well from the back.
Yeah, that's what you know what, they had the kind of performance we said we did against Real Madrid, where everyone was just
Uh,
solid, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
like and then they had that moment, like that was it. But there was
Mm.
not one standout player like, wow, what a performance we did today. Like Quara
Mm.
maybe, but I didn't feel anyone like that.
I
It's
think
kind
one
of.
underrated shout from my opinion would be a Fabian Ruiz because
Yeah,
that
Ruiz
guy,
was
Uh-huh.
I
good.
think he
Yeah, yeah.
dominated more control than a Vitina or a
Yeah.
Joao Neves in this game. And I
Mm.
think he knew what he was doing in terms of baiting the press, especially
Mm.
when
Mm.
Odegaard was jumping on him and even Timber was going higher when
Mm.
Kavara wanted the ball more.
Mm.
So
Mm.
those diamond passing lanes that we spoke of yesterday, I think we saw a lot of it today, and how
Mm.
they managed to like make us go higher, but then they just transitioned into going forwards
Mm.
when,
Mm.
especially in the first half, I'd say, where Dembele played as the plus one over there. No, he could like literally move anywhere on the
Mm.
pitch in the final third. That actually benefited them.
Mm.
Also, one more thing, we made so much fun of the Ashburton Army tifo, but the tifo the club put was more embarrassing than that one.
Bro.
You would have basically, you should have not done a tifo. Like
Uh,
what is that? That basically, you just, the big flag we have waving in most of the normal home games, you just made it in a tifo.
The fact that it was not even put up properly, bro.
It's like,
wait,
yeah,
let me show it. Let me show it to you if I have it. This was the T4 that Arsenal put out. Yeah.
shit, man. Honestly, at
And I
Embarrassing.
least,
and,
at
and
least
I
write
like this
something.
comment. It is a thought that counts. It's
No,
a
at
thought.
least write something on the tifo. Like, at least
Mm.
like
Mm.
something.
At least
Come
the
on, you
make it
guys.
happen one looked good today. Much better
Huh?
than what it was the other day. The make it happen tifo
Mm,
in the
mm,
north.
mm.
Is this the north bank? In the opposite bank. I don't know what that
Huh.
part of the stadium is called,
Mm,
but that one was much better than the previous one, I'd say.
mm.
That is embarrassing. Yeah.
Do you guys want to talk about player analysis today itself, or do you guys want to like
I mean,
take it to tomorrow?
a quick, not so level-headed
Ha
analytics,
ha.
wala. Yes, we can.
Okay, quick. Just tell me like that. Penalty or not penalty for PSG?
Not a
Varavan,
penalty. Not a penalty,
he
bro.
basically
He
held him
fo-
for 1 microsecond and left him.
he
Yeah.
forced himself to the ground, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as he
Mm,
touched him, he was like, I'll go to the ground. Yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
He was-
Let me be the devil's advocate here. In the match against Madrid at Bernabeu, we got a penalty which is
That's not a
similar
pen
to that.
also.
That was a clear penalty because he held on to him for longer time, and
Mm,
the run was being made.
You watch it in real time, the Timber one. It's
mm,
like he barely held on to him. Like he just
mm,
like
mm.
touched
Slow
him
motion
and
makes you think otherwise,
yeah,
no?
in slow motion it looks like,
Ah,
oh, it was like
fair
so
enough. Because he beat not one, not two, he beat three players. He was there at the
Yeah,
box because
I
he
get it.
was
I
there
get it.
and he could
yeah.
have taken the shot. Why he didn't take the
And
shot and he fell on the.
as an attacker, you would want
Mm,
that as a penalty, but
Yeah.
that's still very
mm,
soft because of the amount
mm,
of seconds the contact was for.
mm.
It was not a pen.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, of course. Namaste, Lala Bhai. I hope you're doing well. It's been
Why
a
not?
while since, yeah, it's been a while
It's one of those
since we saw
decisions,
you.
like if the ref
Mm,
gave the pen, it
mm.
could have been a pen. Like it wouldn't
Ha
have
ha
been
ha ha.
overturned.
Fair, fair, yeah. I
Yeah.
did not see
But
that being overturned, to be honest.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what. If it was given, there's no way it was getting turned.
Yeah. No
Yep.
chance.
Do you think it was similar to the one that Rice almost conceded against Madrid?
Which
Kinda.
one?
The Mbappe one, na? He held on for Mbappe and then left him.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that one.
Right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Kinda the
very
same.
similar. It's very
It's
similar.
very similar to that.
Very similar.
Yeah.
But that was given offside, not even a not straight no penalty. It was given as offside, so I don't even know. Mr. Sarvin says that's not a penalty. So, dude, let's not compare EPL and Champions League refereeing because there's a whole lot, like, there's a lot of threshold before a penalty is given in a Champions League than a Premier League. Premier League, it depends on which club you're playing for. It depends what kind of reputation you have with referees and all of that before a penalty is given. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that happen there. So, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Uh, yeah. Uh, if we want to have proper player analysis, player by player, uh, what happened?
Osman Dembele has pulled off with a hamstring injury.
That
Hmm.
was hamstring.
But he was like looking at his shin and all, right? Hmm.
confirmed by Fabrice Hawkins.
I thought that
RNC.
was crap, bro.
Well,
And
they
it's
still
kind of
have a Barcola, a Goncalo Ramos. Squad depth, they
no, no,
are
it's
quite
kind of
decent.
iconic how he was the missing player when they came to us in October,
He
and that
scored the goal and
motherfucker
now
had
he's
to,
just left, bro. He's gone again.
yeah, like he
PSG,
showed that he needed.
PSG have more, PSG have won more matches against Premier League teams in 2025 than the relegation teams combined.
Huh?
Yeah, 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 four.
Oh.
They won 4 games. It's too funny.
Hmm. Man of the match for me, Donnarumma. Uh,
Yeah, true to be
I would
honest.
say, I mean, I know he kept them in the game, but I guess that, yeah. For me, it's either
I'd say
Kvaratskhelia or,
probably a Kvaratskhelia or a Joao
uh,
Neves also.
yeah, João Neves like went under the radar. Salo, I'm sure you have some fact that you want to tell.
No,
I
no,
can see
no.
it in your face. Nothing.
I just wanted to say that Arteta just wanted to show what is remontada.
Bro, imagine how big of fools we would look if we ran the same PR agenda Real Madrid put up after the first
Please
leg
no.
through this game when we're
Please no.
just winning 1-0, when we're just losing 1-0, by the way.
Hmm.
I'm
Dude,
not honestly. I felt a lot of the things we did for the atmosphere generation today was fake. Like I didn't really. I felt Arteta putting stories about it and like about that
hmm.
video and all. Like I never seen him do that before any match. Even
Ha
before
ha
the Real
ha.
Madrid game, which was arguably a bigger game, like in terms of the opponent and like
Hmm.
in terms of like
History and all that.
being an underdog, like
Hmm.
he didn't say much, and there was
Hmm.
like, he just told, okay, we need the team. He basically
Hmm.
repeated the line which he said before the Real Madrid press conference 10 times
Hmm.
before this match.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I feel he. I feel like I honestly feel in the first 10-15 minutes there was undue pressure on the players put by themselves. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they should have just gone into the match
Like,
as a normal match.
like,
Yeah.
like how I think that was it the thumbnail I put? Huh. Play the game and not the occasion. I think we fell for the occasion and not
Yeah,
play the game.
We fell for the occasion for sure.
this time we
Hmm.
did.
Yeah, this time we did. This time we definitely did.
I mean,
We'll take
especially
in.
for the first
Yeah,
15
go on.
minutes, and then we. I think then after that 15 minutes or something, I think the players were like, "What the heck are we doing?" Yeah, they
Hmm.
just then after that it was just they tried, but it wasn't enough. But yeah, the
Hmm.
damage was done.
Shouldn't Quara Timber thing be a penalty?
It's
I felt it
We
was.
just discussed it. Yeah.
I felt it was penalty. The other two panelists felt it was not really a penalty because of the amount of time he held on. It was more like this and then gone. He was on the floor.
it's like those things. Like as I said,
Hmm.
PR won't overturn it, whatever the
Ha
decision.
ha ha.
That's all.
Yeah. True. Uh, we always struggle after 1 week rest or after international break. We usually start slow in games after. We didn't have any international break. We didn't
No,
have any
we
one
had
week
a huge
break.
rest.
We had a 1 week break.
Yeah.
Ah. Hmm.
Last game was Palace 6 days ago. Yeah.
And we're
Mm-hmm.
playing Bournemouth on Saturday, I think.
Good lord. Good lord. Let's see if Kai Havertz might be available on for that game. We'll
It's a
see.
good
We'll
point.
see.
Salah
We
plays
should
well.
approach this game as just another game, huh? No need to fake hype so much that it puts so much pressure on the players. Play the team, not the occasion. Exactly.
Yep.
That's what we did
Uh,
against Real Madrid, and like I don't
mm,
know why we went away from that. Yeah,
this is the other one. PSG has beaten four Premier League teams in the Champions League this season. Enrique.
I mean,
Wait, Aston Villa, Liverpool.
I think they played City also, and they won against City also. Yeah, in the
They
group
did?
stage. Yeah,
Okay. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Uh, I want to bring a close to this stream because tomorrow, Pakka, we will be discussing in depth about our genuine performance, each player analysis, and all of that. Any quick thoughts that you guys want to say before we wrap up today's stream? Or now? Nothing?
Not really.
I'll wait for like 2, 3 minutes and then we'll can. I'm not 2, 3. I'll wait for a minute and then we'll wrap it up. Hmm. But yeah, tomorrow we will be back streaming at 8:30 as well. I hope you guys turn up for that one as well, because we'll definitely bring in a lot more level-headed analysis, probably with one or two other panelists apart from these two as well. So yeah, do hop on. We'll definitely talk about a lot of critical points than what we did today. Today was just a quick reaction to make sure that people are given a place where they can like vent out and all of that. That is what we've been trying to do. Yeah, tomorrow we'll definitely will bring in a lot more level-headed analysis and talk about like. We could talk about like how Odegaard has been bad. We could talk about like how the Trossard Marino situation didn't help us out. We can definitely we'll talk about a lot of things. So do hop on tomorrow. Uh OG Nice beat PSG 3. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's
League is a complete different thing when you
Mm-hmm.
completely scraped out the league and just won the title there.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Opinions on Odegaard performance. We'll definitely talk about it
Oh,
tomorrow. Definitely we'll talk about it. Yeah. Very poor. Mr. Sarwin, it's 5:40 a.m. Right? What?
bros ahead. Southeast Asia.
Must be like Singapore, Malaysia side if I'm
Yeah,
not wrong.
Indonesia or something. Right?
Uh-huh. Because in India, what is the time?
311. It's 311.
Yeah, so it's
3:11.
more, yeah, maybe
Two and a
Singapore,
half. Yeah,
Singapore, and
Singapore, Malaysia, that's it if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Zulu, good night, guys. Good night.
And
Yeah, definitely hop on tomorrow. We'll definitely bring in a lot more uh, thoughts and yeah, we just it is what it is. It is what it is.
I
I
guess
do I
I
do
guess
not.
it's like the same
Hmm,
line which Declan Rice posted after the Real Madrid first leg. It's only half
hmm,
time, so
huh.
it's like you just play
Arsenal
the.
admin did the same.
I don't
Twitter.
know
He
about
did,
that.
he did.
Twitter.
I didn't see that,
Oh,
but
okay, okay, okay.
yeah, it's only half time. So, and honestly, like people are getting a bit too carried away because today was a bad day, but
Hmm,
it's only 1-0. Like it's
hmm,
only one,
hmm.
so it's like it's eternable. Yeah,
Okay, actually, you know what? One final word before I wrap it up. It's kind of funny to see. Mr. Wayne Rooney said, "What Arsenal need to do is to go there with the belief that they can win. I want Arsenal to win. I want them to go to the final. I want them to win the
captain
competition.
obvious. Hmm.
But they have to go into that game with a belief."
Surprising, man.
But
Like, how much was he paid?
Wayne
How much
Rooney,
was?
Wayne Rooney just says the most obvious shit, and like that's obvious. You have to go in with the belief to win. Like
Uh,
what is like? There's nothing to say in that. Yeah,
mhm.
but yeah,
Yeah,
wanting us to win was like
Luis Enrique says he doesn't know anything about the Dembele injury and then says it is nothing serious, just a niggle. I'm sure if you stay for the next 2 minutes, right? I don't think we need to even read news. Gary Bro will just dump all the quotes on her. Gary Bro, we'll definitely wait for your quotes in tomorrow's
Also, if
chat.
Gary is
Mm,
on Twitter, he can just follow us and like just be there, man. Because
yeah.
I'm just realizing that half the information he's getting is surely from Twitter only, right? Where would he get it from?
Or even I feel the same. But thing is that he could be someone like Salman. They'll not make a Twitter account, but they'll go on
Yeah.
Twitter and then search for information, and then we'll talk. I'm like, huh, fair play, fair play. But yeah, fine, fine. I'll wrap up the stream. Thank you so much for all the concurrent viewers who have turned up. Okay, bro. Yeah, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Thank you for all the concurrent viewers who have turned up. Thank you so much for all the comments as well. Definitely tomorrow will come with better analysis, much level-headed, and hopefully collaboration. Who knows? We never know. But yeah, see ya. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're in the world. Bye bye. Peace.
Forza Inter. Hmm.